Hi friends, I am Sai Chaitanya. Welcome back to my channel SciTech. In this video, I'll be talking about the Redmi K20 Pro device, whether is it actually worth to buy the Redmi K20 Pro right now in the Flipkart or not. The reason why I'm making this video because at the moment I'm making this video, the price of the Redmi K20 Pro has been dropped to 23,000 rupees in the Flipkart, and for this price, is this mobile is worth or not. So in this video, I'll be talking about all this kind of various aspects as you can see here. So I am using this Redmi K20 Pro for the past 1 year. Even though I got plenty of other smartphones, I still prefer to use the Redmi K20 Pro, so which I'll be discussing in later on in this video. So here all these topics I'll be covering everything, and at the end I'll give the conclusion: is it worth to buy right now or not. So try to watch till end of the video. If you're looking to buy the Redmi K20 Pro seriously, then you'll get to know more things about this mobile before actually buying the device. And in case if you want in detail reviews about the smartphones, so try to check the playlist of the Redmi K20 Pro, so you can find very useful videos over there. So let's get back to this Redmi K20 Pro's chart which I prepared here. So first thing is the software update. So as normal friends, before I used to use the performance as the first thing, but now I prefer to use the software updates, because if you buy the mobile phone, you are definitely you will be using for the next 2 to 3 years or maybe 4 years. So you need to know how good the software updates are. So from the time of using this Redmi K20 Pro till now, I am receiving plenty of updates every month. So just I think 2 months back I got the MIUI 12 update. So this is the first phone to receive the MIUI 12 update in all my mobile phone collection. So overall in terms of the software updates, I am pretty happy. So no issues. So I hope the MI they'll follow this kind of software updates trend even in the future as well. So till now there is no issues in this point software updates. So overall I'm pretty happy with the software. So that's okay. So next let's move to the performance. The phone has a Snapdragon 855 processor, so which is also pretty good performance in terms of having the applications. As you can see right now, I installed so many applications I am using for the past 1 year, and till now there is not at all a single game that is not supported in the Redmi K20 Pro. So overall, if you see the AnTuTu benchmark score, it will be close to 4 lakhs 40,000 or 50,000 in terms of the AnTuTu benchmark score. But overall in terms of the performance, it's not an issue at all. So this is a lowest price range for the Snapdragon 855 processor available in India currently. So this is the best choice I can say for this kind of performance. So next is the battery. The phone has 4000 mAh of battery, which is a quite average I can say nowadays, because we are seeing the phones which are having 4500 or 5000 mAh batteries nowadays. So 4000 can be a little disappointing for you. But the fast charging, the phone actually supports the 27 watts charging, but you will get included only 18 watts charger, but it is supported with the 27 watts. So overall the battery backup got decreased after the MIUI 12 update, so that's a bit concern for me, but that's a not significant decrease, only a little bit got decreased. And charging speed you can expect up to 1 hour 20 minutes to 25 minutes. So overall it takes about 80 minutes to charge the Redmi K20 Pro device. So nowadays we do expect the phones to have fast charging, then this is not the phone for you if you want a fast charging. And next is a display. So in the display there are two types of users. One is normal user, one is gaming user who always into refresh rate. So if you want 120 refresh rate, you cannot get. If you want 90 refresh rate, then this is not the mobile phone for you. If you're okay with the 60 refresh rate, then this is the best option you got in this kind of price range. The reason is there are two reasons. First is that the display size is of 6.3 inches and full screen experience. So that's a one beautiful display which you can use single hand, is very much possible in this phone without any problem in the Redmi K20 Pro if you are using this kind of phone in single hand. So that's a one advantage. Next is the display quality. So you can see friends, the display has got beautiful color saturation modes. Apart from that, there is also inbuilt software tricks where you can actually change the colors as well, increase or decrease. So you can see, you can even watch the black and white videos as well, as you can see here. So this is another interesting thing about this software. So where there's so much customization you can actually do for the display as well. So this is another second important thing which I like about the Redmi K20 Pro in terms of the display. So overall in terms of the display, I am very happy with the phone, so there is no issues. If you want high refresh rate, then you can buy the other mobile phones at this kind of price range. So next is the cameras. In terms of the cameras, there are 3 camera setups. So we usually see the 4 camera setup, but there is no macro lens. So I'm not the kind of person who uses the macro lens, so it's okay for me. But if you're a kind of person who uses the macro lens, then this is not the phone for you. So overall, the camera can record 4K 60 and 960 FPS slow motion. That's a good advantage. Even the pop-up camera is pretty fast. There is no issues with the pop-up camera. Even after 1 year of usage, still now I never had any issues with the pop-up camera at all. So that's a good advantage in terms of the pop-up camera. So next is that build quality. That is most important thing about this Redmi K20 Pro. 5 out of 5 in terms of the build quality, which is very compact in size, less weight, only I think close to 200 grams. That is also another advantage with this Redmi K20 Pro. So in terms of the build quality, I'm pretty good. And speakers, there is only single bottom facing speakers, so that is also another disadvantage I can say, but I'm okay with the single bottom speaking speakers, so there is no issues with that. And there is no SD card expansion slot as well, so that's another disadvantage for you. And additional points include there are so many software customization which is possible in the latest MIUI 12, so which I am pretty interested at all. As you can see, the always on display, which looks completely good when you're using this kind of always on display. And even the in-display fingerprint scanner is pretty fast even after 1 year of usage. Not only in-display fingerprint scanner, even the Face ID is also faster. As you can see here, it scans pretty fast. So there are so many additional advantages to buy this mobile phone at the moment right now. So finally, is it worth to buy right now or not? So definitely friends, it's worth to buy the mobile phone, but this is not the phone if you are into the high refresh rate, or if you are into high fast charging mobile phone, or if you want to have top end performance like Snapdragon 865 processor. Then you cannot expect these things in this Redmi K20 Pro. But this phone will definitely do justification for the normal usage for the next 3 to 4 years in my opinion. So thank you for watching this video. Hope this video will be helpful for most of the users, and don't forget to check out the links in description for in detail reviews on the Redmi K20 Pro as well. So thank you for watching. See you in the next video. Until then, bye.